guys, it's the Mighty Deborah, back with another video. Oh man, I have received a lot of requests for this one, or at least a noticeable amount. And I'm here with, Corrupt Demigod, or Percival 101.
Yep. My YouTube is Personal Things. Recently I did a Anakin Skywalker versus Star Wars edit. You should check it out.
Yeah, when we're done with the video, when the video gets uploaded on YouTube, I could, post your, TikTok and YouTube, channel in the description.
Alright, cool. We'll do that.
Alright.
Let's get started with this hellhole. And when I mean hellhole, we're in for a hellhole this time, boys.
Oh my fucking god, this is gonna be crazy. 3, 2, 1.
Hello guys.
Oh my gosh, this is ass already.
Sonic Cosmology. So let's start. Let's see now. This guy said that.
Bro, I didn't even see it.
This guy said that Adam from Archie Comics contained infinite size universe. That's not even from Archie Comics. That's Fleetway.
Yeah, it's not even from RG. That's the ironic thing about this shit.
Bro played that scan for 0.1 seconds. Like, bro.
Yeah, it's like really bad.
Contain infinite sized universe. However, in this scan, it say that this ray will shrink tails into infinity, and in the second scan, they show how a human gets shrink smaller than atoms.
Hold on, let me just let him finish.
Don't actually understand. How would this prove how atom is infinite in size?
Because infinity, the state or quality of being infinite. Mathematics, a number greater than any assignable quantity or countable number. Infinity, something which is boundless, endless, or larger than any natural number. It is noted by the infinity symbol. Hold on. Infinity, the quality of being infinite. B, unlimited extent of time, space, or quantity. Boundlessness. An indefinitely great number or amount. It's literally right in front of your eyes, and you don't understand how an atom being called an infinity would make it infinite in size. What sense does that make?
I don't even know, man.
Oh my god. I already debunked this in my other video, but like, I see people using this argument, and it's so bad.
But I am pretty sure that human is way bigger than atom. And since atom is infinite in size, somehow human would even be bigger. But this scan proves how human becomes smaller, and infinity can't get smaller.
Yes it can. Yes it can. Yes it can. G.R. Cantor says that infinity happens all the time in nature. Oh my god. This is just...
Bro, just continue. We're gonna make this 8-minute video fucking 5 hours long.
I kind of want to show evidence for it so people can't say that I'm talking out of my butt, but I think you're right. It's so minuscule, I already debunked him.
You can say that he meant that tails will be infinitely small. Saying that atom is still infinite will get debunked by the fact that human are bigger than atoms, and human can get shrinked, which isn't infinite.
It does make sense if you take into account that different levels of infinity exist, such as in set theory, which, oh my god, it literally gets mentioned in Sonic in the Fourth Dimension. Hold on.
Yeah, Arc even brings up universe sets. So set theory being in the Sonic Adventure franchise is pretty consistent.
Yeah, let me post it in voice call chat.
Right.
Got the scan right here. There you go. Right here. It says transfinite mathematics. Know what's part of transfinite mathematics? Set theory! So yes, infinity can be smaller or greater than other infinities. And in Sonic's case, a human would be greater than the infinities of an atom.
Okay, he now showed a proof that atom does contain universes. However, his scans say that Sonic became smaller, that he entered a universe smaller than atom, which doesn't prove that every atom in the verse counting universe, just one atom does. And you...
What? Hold on, man.
What the fuck do you mean?
What the fuck do you mean?
So you said that it showed the evidence that exists, but you say it only showed one, so it doesn't. What the fuck do you mean?
This scan. Hold on.
Bro, I cannot see that. You probably need to see that chat so zoom in.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you saw them more. And there we go.
Yeah. As I become smaller and smaller, I realized that I was entering a different universe. A universe so small it existed inside a single atom. These universes exist inside atoms!
Yeah, it's not just one atom. That doesn't even make any sense.
No, it doesn't. These guys are so ill-informed. God damn.
I mean, he thought this was from Archie, so...
Wait, what did you say? And you claiming it to be universe in size just because it's called universe, then this falls under a name fallacy. So, going by what something is called, because that's what it is a name fallacy.
No, the fuck it's not. We see him enter the universe. What do you mean it's a fallacy?
Literally stated they shrink into infinity. Why wouldn't it be a universe?
Yeah, I don't know what this guy is talking about.
No, it didn't matter. You see him enter a universe. He states that he became so small he entered another universe. Nigga, you did not read. You don't read me on the third grade level, face ass, like, bro.
Yeah, this is, we're already on a bad start.
Well, just continue.
Yeah.
Claiming it to be universe in size, just BGS. It's called universe, then this falls under name fallacy, and maybe you think it's universal. BGS, it's infinite in size, which I debunked before.
Oh, here
No, the
goes
fuck
more
you
shit.
didn't. No, the fuck you didn't. Infinity
The
is
infinity
represented
is
by
true.
the symbol. Infinity has no end, and infinity cannot grow or shrink. They are always infinite and last forever.
My nigga.
What?
I'm pretty sure there are different levels. There's different levels in infinity.
Yes, as we just brought up with set theory.
Yeah.
Bro, just continue.
Infinity can't get shrinked, and yet you didn't show proof that. Every atom counts an infinite amount of universe.
We already showed proof. We already showed proof that, you know, we
already
can enter
showed
other
proof.
universes that we are small. So, we already
showed proof.
This
Okay,
scan
this
is
year
saying
we
that there's
addressed
millions of multiverses,
Millions of
which is
multiverses,
finite
which is
amount of
finite amount of
multiverses.
infinite.
Wait, what?
Alright, let's address this.
What? What did you say?
I was just reading what he said.
Oh,
Let me, actually...
Yeah, just continue. Just continue.
Let me actually ping.
alright.
Universe. This scan literally saying that there is millions of multiverses, which is finite amount of multiverses and not infinite. This
I mean, technically it's not.
Please,
it's not, wait,
corrupt,
is there another scan that
please.
proves it otherwise?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but still, I want to show the scans that I sent. That's
Dude.
proof otherwise, anyway.
Dude.
But yeah, the guy, the scan that the guy he's debunking used though is, yeah, it wasn't a good scan.
Yeah, so, here's Ian Flynn saying that the multiverse is infinite, and there's infinite variations on infinite possibilities. I should stress Mega Man isn't part of the Sonic multiverse, though. Mega Man is from his own bubble reality entirely, which in turn has its own multiverse. This implies that any reality is technically its own multiverse. I wanted to make that clear. So if there's infinite possibilities, and there's infinite variations of those possibilities, each universe would be a multiverse. And since there's infinite universes, there would be infinite multiverses.
Oh yeah, that would be intuited easily. I also sent the hero scan that literally says there's infinite possibilities.
Wait, let me see. Hold on. I need to see the scan.
Hold on, let me open the link. Let me
I mean, I got better Discord. I was just like, you know, zoom in. Oh well, never mind.
can you see it yet?
Okay. I'm gonna just be here. I'm gonna just be real. I'm gonna be just ass. I don't think we should use this.
No, we should. Because we're not going to go into full context. The CD makes it clear that any possibility is its own separate timeline, realm, and universe.
I'm pretty sure this cover is just explaining, wow, you could just have fun in infinite amount of ways. I think it's a hyperbole.
No,
I don't think this is actually for real.
No, it's being literal, because infinite possibilities literally exist in Sonic.
I mean, I know that, but I don't think... Wasn't this made in 2000, like, what, 1? No, not 2001, 2003. So I don't think a multiverse
It
was
was
even...
made after CD, and that's all that matters, really.
Nah, let me just use the Tails tube so we don't go through
Right.
all this jibber jabber.
Step into Wix Studio, where creative
Because it
freedom
mentions
meets
space
absolute
having
efficiency.
infinite possibilities here.
I mean, I already know this verse is already 2A, but I just wouldn't use that scan personally.
I just think it's invalid to use.
There should only be that one, right? Not necessarily. Time is just one dimension of reality. Within the endless possibilities of space, there could be an infinite number of other Sonics out there.
Well, I mean, yeah, that kind of confirms everything.
Oh yeah,
So,
by the way, I actually tagged you, Gab, to something I hear for appeal to authority. It's stated right here, since he's using this shit, it's important to note that this policy should not be used to dismiss the claims of experts or scientific consensus. appeal to authorities are not valid arguments, but nor is it reasonable to disregard the claims of experts who have a demonstrated depth of knowledge, unless one has a similar level of understanding and or access to empirical evidence. Boom. So yeah, appeal to authority is not a valid argument against experts or scientific.
Also, debunked appeal to authority.
Little baby.
I compiled a bunch of text.
He's using an author statement to, prove that the Sonic 06 is canon, even though their own source material kind of contradicts that.
Yeah.
Scan is true. However, it doesn't add anything at all, but you can still see how he used the word worlds, and there is pic of planets, so you can argue that he was talking about planets.
No, the fuck he's not! You can see in the scan right there, he's talking about parallel universes! There's no what? Oh my.
I can't even.
This
You see it right there! It says, so we're from parallel universes. He is not talking about planets. He's talking about different versions of planet Earth from other universes. Hell, what you gonna say? The many worlds theory? It's just talking about the many worlds in our universe. This nigga's stupid, I swear.
He doesn't realize that like planets.
These guys, these kind of people don't have.
They have to mean literally.
These people don't have very good reading comprehension, like at all.
Yeah.
So what does he think about the many worlds interpretation? It's just talking about the many planets. Like I'm generally curious.
He just saw the image of two planets. And he's like, oh, I think he's talking about two planets. I'm dead.
I guess that the Earths from DC is planets because they show pictures of Earths.
Yeah, man. That's this man's logic in a nutshell.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
Man, just go. He fucking contradicted his own argument in his own video by showing the exact scan. That is fucking crazy. I want to be this fucking dumb.
Yeah.
I know, right?
This scan is also true, but it doesn't change anything. CZ, this vid is using the atom being high outerversal, and since I debunked it,
No, you didn't.
anything else he would show wouldn't matter.
So the cosmology is 2A then, right?
Oh.
No, he's about to say this higher plane shit is only like 5e to 60 at that.
Well, then that I mean, that's still higher plane, isn't it? From the main multiverse. And even then, you can get fucking Sonic to like higher than that, really, if I argue.
Oh my god, this guy's.
Just go. I want to see his argument.
This ship will just be 5-6D at the best.
Oh my gosh!
No,
No. There's no way you
I am taking him to the solar shit, I said.
Actually, hold on. I want to see something else too.
I don't know how you get 5D, 6D from this. Shit, man. I'm fucking dead.
You know what's crazy?
What?
You can actually get the Sonic verse into like 12D, really.
Oh yeah, easily. There's string theory and all that kind of shit.
Sonic Boom has string theory, and Eggman created a machine based on it, and it works, which means it should exist. And Sonic Boom exists as a parallel universe, which also means any character that can, let's say destroy the multiverse, like, Solaris, yeah, they should scale to it.
Yeah, it's made pretty blatantly clear right here that they differentiate space-time and space and time. So it's not just 5D to 6D. Space and time in Sonic is beyond spatial and temporal occurrences.
Exactly. Anyway, let's continue.
This reality just scale above the universe or the multiverse.
No.
No. No.
The universe and multiverse are in 4D to 5D anyway, so like, I don't know where the fuck you get that shit from.
You could just use proof from contradiction. Proof by contradiction. Basically, the chaos force is outside of space and time, which means it cannot be spatial and it cannot be temporal. And since we know that it's higher than space and time, that means that it's outer-versal. It's like it's easy to argue. Like, it's not that hard.
Like time not physical or something like that?
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Like I said, there's even scans of transcending. Where is it? No, there's.
Yeah, I want to know where is it.
Okay. Chaos force. Yeah, the chaos force is called is a zone far beyond comprehension.
Mm-hmm.
Let me come on. Yeah. There you go.
Which are for 5D. For this one, I already made a video explaining how Solaris is just 5D at the best, and showed a scan proof that Sonic 06 isn't even canon. Here.
No, we're addressing this right the fuck now.
No. Sonic 06 is canon? It just rewrote itself out of history.
Yeah, you're really taking that scan out of context.
Yeah.
And plus it's from the author. It's an author statement, and author statements are literally the lowest forms of, scans or proofs.
I mean, in comparison to the material, like the actual material, I'd agree. I tag you to the memory room shit.
Mm-hmm.
Literally proof Sonic 06 is canon. It's undeniable proof.
And it exists as a stage in its generations, which means it was a part of history in time and space, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, which means it exists.
Not only that, there's also a statement about Sonic literally mentioning how Silver almost tried and killed him, which is a direct reference to Sonic 06 as well.
Yeah, but we didn't really have to go too crazy with that, which is why I just
let's
grabbed
just,
06 room.
for the sake of getting this over with, let's just mention the collection room with Sonic's memories and how Sonic the Hedgehog is in it.
That's more than enough, honestly. I would argue the memory room is like the most significant piece of evidence for that.
Yeah.
Here is the scan.
It's literally one
So
of his
Game and
memories.
Archie Sonic doesn't have the same. Cosmology.
What? Hold on, nah, bro. Let me get that good shit. I already got you. And Solaris was going to destroy the very concept of time. How is that not universal?
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Solaris was going to destroy the concept of time. That's universal.
Wait, time is universal?
The concept of time.
Not only that, wasn't he supposed to erase the concept of everything as well, like even existence?
Well, here's the thing. Wait, is that... excuse me. Is that like the translations? I don't remember that in being in 06. Unless I'm crazy.
It's in the Japanese game.
It's in the Japanese version.
Oh.
Yeah, and we all know that Japanese.
I mean, wasn't Solaris was supposed to erase history anyway?
He was gonna like erase everything up to that point at least.
According to Ian,
if he's like,
he said he was going to at least...
So if he was, here's the thing: if he's supposed to erase history, that should include like the concepts and everything. Because if you can erase the history of something, you can essentially erase its concept.
Yeah, we actually went over a scan earlier as well that showed that Solaris' AP is superior to space and time, and they differentiate this with space-time. So we know that they're referring to the concept.
I don't lie. I don't even want to like use like the Ian statements because this is the same person that said Goku will beat Sonic.
We should still bring it up since it's saying that they don't have the same cosmology or they don't scale to like a similar level or some shit.
Actually,
the Ian is still valid anyways.
Okay, I do want to mention that that Ian Flynn said with Tails' implications on the multiverse, I would use it to say anything related to Sonic is somewhere in his multiverse. Is this agreeable and okay? Ian Flynn agrees and says sure.
Cooper has a question again. With Tails' implications on the multiverse, I would use it to say anything related to Sonic is somewhere in his multiverse. Is this agreeable and okay?
Sure.
Is it? I don't know.
So, yes. Archie Sonic, something related to Sonic, would inherently be in the multiverse. I literally can... If you don't agree with it after that, then I literally... There's nothing I can do for you. I can't do anything.
Yeah, I also sent an author statement of him talking about Archie and Sega Sonic being in the same verse as well. That was when he was writing for Archie as well, so that's like author intent. Sega Sonic is part of the multiverse. In the real world, the games are obviously the base canon. In the fiction of the comic, Mobius Prime is a core of the multiverse.
Yeah, so there you go.
Continue this video.
I want to continue the video.
Well, I will explain how this statement is invalid. See it?
You used... No,
Oh, what you doing? You! That's the same person that you used to debunk Sonic 06 being canon. There's no way. This is real.
The cherry picking is real. Also, don't you just love his spelling?
Talking about the cringy contradictions, eh?
This video was made in 5 minutes. Well, not really.
Everything.
Just continue. I want to see his argument.
Yeah, this is just really
Let's continue. It's probably
They have said that everything is canon, and after that, they start to make some games. Non-canon like Sonic 06 and Sonic Dash,
is
which mean they lie.
non-canon.
And
We're shut up.
prove that Sonic Dash is non-canon right now.
Okay, so here's the thing. You either not use Sega or you use Sega. Because you can't just cherry pick what they fucking said. You literally showed a scan where they said Sonic 06 is canon. And now you wanna try to debunk this game where they said everything is canon when they're essentially the same person. Can you fuck off?
Not only that,
Sonic Dash is an example.
not only that, but when they talk about Sonic 06 not being canon, they're talking about how do I say this? They're talking about it not occurring. They're talking about it no longer occurring within the conventional universe / multiverse since it wrote itself out of the timeline. It's still in Sonic. It's still in Sonic's total multiverse, as shown in Sonic Generations. But it's not.
Like 06, but it's deeply ingrained in their brain still, as proven by Gens.
And Sonic Team Racing. I mean, Team Sonic Racing.
Yeah, true.
Since Sega contradiction with itself, this will make this statement invalid. There's
Wait, when was that other statement made? Because you cannot also use that.
Let's just continue.
Actually, I do want to mention that statement that Sega made. Hold on, let me hold on.
is it Cosmology. Archie Sonic doesn't have the same Cosmology. Here is the scan. So game
Depending on when this was, depending on when the first scan was said, this might actually override that statement. This scan right here might override the Sonic 06 statement.
I'm actually pretty sure that Puyo Puyo Twitter statement came way after the roar out of Canon statement.
Yeah.
Well.
Well, I will explain how the statement is invalid. Sega have said non-canon like Sonic 06 and Sonic Dash, which mean they lied. And since Sega contradiction with itself,
Sonic Dash
this
as an example. Where's the proof that's non-canon?
Yeah, I do want that evidence.
make this statement
Literally,
invalid. There's nothing to
You
debunk
can't
here,
say
so I'll go to
it's a contradiction.
the next. This will
My
make
bad.
this statement invalid. There is nothing to debunk here, so I'll go to the next argument. You can say that the scan is hyperbolic as well, and you can't even
you
argue
can't.
that infinity isn't stronger than Solaris because Solaris isn't canon to Sonic. Okay.
Prove it!
We already just
Prove it!
Canon, so it's the lower canon. And since you didn't prove that was hyperbolic, I'm just gonna call Hitchens Razor.
Yeah.
Just continue.
Okay, now, what kind of drugs you
Dude, look, stop. You guys gotta stop talking.
Nigga, you're saying this even though you use two author statements that contradict. Shut the fuck up.
Bro,
Nigga, you can't even read a scan in front of you.
Bro,
Yeah.
you're the one on drugs right here with this shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
were smoking.
Nigga made this
making
video
this
blindfolded, like that.
First of all, this scan is invalid. It's literally saying that Phantom Ruby can create universes with
That's not even an official scan! Oh my god.
Ew. Whoever made this video, that's fucking cringe.
Oh my god, man.
space and time like the null space, and the null space doesn't have space or time. And since this scan contradicts himself in telling some wrong fact, then you can't say it's valid. If that wasn't enough, I have made a debunk about
Oh, here
null
comes that
space.
shitty debunk I
So,
told you about.
there is a dialage in null space. We hear Sonic talking, which mean that there is sound generating from him. Sound need matter to move trough, and matter is
Oh my god. Oh my, wow. Wow.
literally just means that Sonic is above the null space, dumbass.
Yeah.
And that's not even that. You could just easily explain.
Insane.
You can literally apply. What about Dragon Ball? What? Oh my god. I don't even. Why does that matter? Why does that matter? Why specific details matter? That could later be explained by game mechanics.
It can also be explained by sound not needing matter.
It can be explained by sound not needing matter in Sonic.
I mean, Sonic can blink without time and space in Gen, so anything's on the table at this point.
Not only that, but space was erased in Sonic Generations. Yet despite that, sound could still travel. Which means that sound does not require space in Sonic.
Yep, this is the field of reality.
Yeah.
Anything that
Let's
occupies
continue.
space. And
Nigga, you
space
probably
can
don't even
exist
understand this
without-
shit. Shut the fuck.
And space can't exist
It
without
can't
time.
exist.
Yes, it can. What are you talking about?
Space? Okay, I want to say something. Space can exist without time, and time can exist without space. They can be theoretically they can be separate concepts entirely. I don't know why people think that.
Bro,
Let's continue.
this had to come from Booga or someone.
So
Probably.
is this dude literally saying that freezing time's not possible?
Nigga, this is fiction. Anything's possible. You can try to sing your own verse. The fuck?
Yeah.
You can move without space and fiction. Even though that shouldn't be possible.
Literally,
So
is
since
this...
space exists, then time do as well. And dimensionless void doesn't count in time. And since null space does count in time then, this means that null space isn't dimensionless.
No, it doesn't have time.
Oh my god. It's literally stated in Sonic Forces when Knuckles asked what happened to Sonic in null space. Sonic said nothing. Literally.
Actually, since you brought that up, I'm actually going to pin you to the editorial Toyota statement about the space.
How long is this video?
It's not that long, don't worry.
Hold on. It's been... How long have we recorded? 39 minutes and 26 seconds. Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. And dimensionless void doesn't count time. What?
Bro's literally contradicting himself at this point. He's a hypocrite, bro.
Toyota, there we go, boom. Null space is not bound by scientific consensus.
There you go.
For the funny part, this man said that Infinity created Metropolis, and Metropolis is closed from
Yeah,
other
that
dimension.
covers-
However,
What? That's just wrong. When did he create Metropolis?
Oh my god, that's cringe.
Oh my god.
this scene we're talking about, null space and not Metropolis. And I have already debunked null space being close to low outer, and this
You haven't.
No, you haven't. Anyway.
part will be ignored since Sonic 06 isn't canon, and the
It is canon.
It is. Funny thing. And the other shit
Music
is
kind of
only abilities, things which would change anything I have mentioned. What is he trying to say?
the kind of person who would. Bro's probably the kind of person who would say Shadow the Hedgehog isn't canon.
Yeah.
No, you would be the guy that says the alternate timelines aren't canon.
Yeah.
Because of that one stupid statement.
True.
Is only abilities, things, which would change anything I have mentioned, and BW. This scan doesn't scale anywhere.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's just
it's plot manipulation.
it's just
It's plot manipulation. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we agree. Come on,
Just BGS, a character have some rider power, doesn't mean it can defeat any other character in instant. This count as a plot manipulation, and here is it. Limitations. So it's just a weak argument.
Whoa, did you use Superpower Wiki?
probably.
This nigga used Superpower Wiki. That website is mostly ass. One of their superpowers is literally African physiology. Like, bro, they just make up powers out their ass.
I didn't even know about that one. Yeah, I gotta be honest.
African physiology?
You can look it up. They have a power called African physiology. I'm not joking.
I'm dead.
Hold on, let me.
They have all types of. They have powers up their ass.
African physiology, superpower wiki.
Yeah, I can't even, bro.
What the?
I can't even, bro. I can't even.
This shit is real. You can have the powers of a black man.
Yeah, because a black man's powers are so different from a normal man's powers.
Sexual inducement? Like, this is real. Superpower Wiki literally creates powers out of their ass. They just make shit up. Relationship? What is that even for?
I can't even.
Creator deity physiology? What's that even? What? Can you even define all these abilities, really?
Oh my god.
Probably.
Sacrificial power. Hold on.
No, I just went onto my TikTok, and someone just said set theory doesn't scale anywhere. Fucking kill me.
Oh my god, bro.
Force, maybe. Fuck. Force control? What do you need to. What? That's just. These powers don't make any sense. They just create powers off their ass. I am serious.
What is that?
Disease manipulation, insanity inducement. Aren't these?
That's just madness. That's just madness inducement.
No way.
Health optimization? What is that even for?
Yams manipulation? What the fuck is yams
Okay,
manipulation?
We're getting a bit off topic here. Let's get back on
No
topic.
way.
This is a whole video we can do. Just roasting powerlifting wiki. Because they have a whole rap out. They even have their own tier system.
Hold on. Let me I think Gray sent. Yeah, Gray sent me something. Wait. And you are? What do you mean? I mean, you're a fat guy in street clothes. What good are you? Well, first, I have to say the magic words. Black power. What's happening, baby? Meet the brown bomber.
Brain cells right now. What
This is so out of pocket. What the fuck?
It's literally blackface! What the fuck? Okay, let's go back to the video.
video. Let's check it. I already debunked those scans. So the atom is hyperversal. This...
No.
You really haven't.
No, you didn't. The scan doesn't say... The scan doesn't prove that there is infinite universes in the verse. It literally says it's safe to say the universes we found aren't the only one.
But we already shown there are infinite universes, so I don't know what the fuck is you saying. Shut the fuck up. You don't know Sonic.
That didn't even come from Ian Flynn. What the fuck? It's like he nitpicked the statement.
Scan doesn't prove that there is...
He can't read or cherry pick. Call it.
Yeah, he didn't even give us the full, like, pick. He just, like...
infinite universes. In the verse, it literally said, it's safe to say that the universes we found aren't the only ones. OD structure exists in dreams. Wow. Soon, this gets misunderstood by almost everyone. The dreams that come when people sleep isn't the dreams that are part of the imaginary world. They were talking about how dreams can get fulfilled, and how people life trough every day to make it true. They were talking about people wishes, like what they want in the future. Like,
do you not know the entire premise of Sonic Shuffle?
I'm sorry, I mean, I haven't played Sonic Shuffle, so I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about.
Void is literally, like, actually destroying dreams. They're not just like, oh, I wish this were true and whatnot. They're like, those wishes become dreams. That's simple.
So just dream control, or dream inducement, whatever the fuck you gonna call it.
Yeah, no, the dreams are like infinite worlds and shit.
That is honestly a bad argument.
So then subjective reality. There's, like, come on, bro. Come on.
Alright, let's go.
Sonic should be at least 12D. At least.
Things are not real, seriously? Like, come on.
Yeah, let's go.
Bro, that sounds like a Dragon Ball bad argument. No, that sounds like a Dragon Ball bad argument, unironically.
It came from Booga, who's a Dragon Ball fan, so like, yeah. I know it did. These arguments are way too familiar.
Wow.
like becoming pilot or policeman, and not about dreams that come when people sleep. Okay, proved how atoms are an outer. So yeah, also Jungian archetypes already doesn't scale anywhere.
No.
Shut up, please, shut up.
Like crap.
People who say that have no idea what they're talking about. Hold on.
Yep. We should start with yours.
Hold on.
Or that.
In our ordinary mind, we are in the worlds of time and space, and within the separate individual psyche. In the state of the archetype, we are in the collective psyche. In a world system whose space-time categories are relatively or absolutely abolished. Hold on, let me go get the scan where it says that they're aspatial and atemporal. The former explains the irresistible, suggestive power of his personality, for only the one who is gripped has a gripping effect on others. The latter occur chiefly in the field of force of an archetype, and because of their aspatial and atemporal character, are acausal.
Yeah, and I've already proven that author statements are valid as long as they have scientific consensus. So the Jungian archetype statements from Sonic are valid.
They don't even need consensus. As long as they're not proven wrong by the actual series, they should be fine.
Oh yeah, I know, but like, scientific consensus makes the author statement like valid empirical evidence.
Yeah. Alright.
Continue. We're almost done with this shit.
I didn't see anyone explaining it before. I even searched it in many sites.
Bullshit.
But actually, I don't believe it's scale anywhere. This
Why? Why? Why don't you think it scales anywhere?
Yeah, did you put any research? Any effort of research into this? Doesn't look like it.
Nope.
This is an obvious appeal to authority. Sound like this is what Jungian
Already
archetypes
Debunk killed
is.
after already.
However, the scans
Not
you
already.
showed falls under appeal to authority.
What? So the person who, like, created the theory is, like, appeal to authority? How does that fucking
What is
work?
Blood talking about? He thinks we're listening to his shit. We're not listening to shit.
Nah, this guy's on some
Continue.
good shit. Not gonna hold you.
Just do it. We really need to address this.
Yeah. Guy's on some.
Let's just continue.
Continue.
Alright.
So this will just get dismissed, since you have no proof that Jungian archetypes does have present in the cosmology. Same for this. This scan is also misunderstood. Infinite doesn't have limits, and they say that they are going to it limit some without context.
Bro's not IQ level.
I don't. What is he talking about? I don't understand. What is he saying?
He just said infinite equals infinite, bro.
I don't. What does this prove? What does this prove? I want to know. What does this prove for your argument?
It's saying that infinity doesn't have limits, so it's like infinite, like literally infinite, like there's no higher infinities, which is retarded.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
good.
literally just proven by set theory.
Dude, this is something a middle schooler can understand at this point, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I literally don't understand what he's confused about. Higher infinities are the limits of lower infinities in set theory have this thing called a limit. And this limit is the higher infinity. That's literally it.
This will just mean that universe is infinity in size, and Knuckles have infinite speed as well. The scan literally
You're
say
the one that's
millions and
misinterpreting
not
it, buddy.
This just mean that the multiverse is infinite in size.
So to A, I don't know what you mean.
No, this guy
This
guy literally disregarded this and said that the worlds can mean planets.
I'm dead. Yo, I didn't know DC Earths were now literally Earths, bro.
Yeah, man, definitely, 100%.
This is also appeal to authority, and Ian Flynn's statements
The
are
pure
invalid,
authority of the
since he
realm,
just
you can't
ignored
just
some
keep using
events
that to
and
dismiss
themes. The
argument.
only thing he can do is to make games or series or shows canon or non-canon. This
That's
man
not
fucking-
it. Ian Flynn is the word of God of Archie Sonic. And, not only that, but, how do I say this? Ian Flynn is an authority on Sonic, but he's not the word of God on Sonic. So yes, he can make things canon or non-canon, but he can also manage the lore inside of it. That's literally
He
what
just doesn't have the final.
he doesn't have the final say, though.
Yeah. Let's continue.
scan literally proof that comics and game are different.
We never said that they weren't different. You're just strawmanning.
I'm not gonna say anything. Bro really asked ChatGPT.
Yeah, this is just down
I
bad,
can
I gotta
literally
admit
go
here.
to see Dada Goku and ask him about that.
I don't know why this guy would use ChatGPT.
This is literally the same exact program that gets math wrong. Like, bro.
Get Sega in my side, and you get some black text in a white background. Invalid as well. The whole creation of the Arabian Nights is OD as well, since those are fictional stories.
Whoa! Did you just say the scan that you just used to debunk Sonic 06 as a canon? Did you just say that's invalid?
Yes, he did.
The black text in a white background.
I have a few words to say when this video is over.
Alright.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, man.
Well, the whole creation of the Arabian Nights is OD as well, since those are fictional stories. Those abilities just work inside the Arabian Nights as well.
But didn't play the game. The world reigns are literally implied to not even originate from the Arabian Nights.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not grabbing a scan for that. It's not needed.
It's not
If you
needed.
play the game, you know this.
Yeah.
Dude is not only... Dude is a dumbass hypocrite at this point, saying that, oh wait, statements aren't valid, and then he uses other statements to prove his point. Like...
He's still not understanding memes in Sonic.
Wishes. That doesn't exist in Sonic Shuffle.
If you actually at least watch the cutscenes of Sonic Shuffle, you would know that dreams aren't just wishes, they are actually real.
Yeah, the void is literally destroying them.
Oh my god.
And dreams are worlds, right?
Omnipotent doesn't scale anywhere. Every scan from Sonic 06 will get ignored.
We already
Since
addressed
it's not
Sonic 06.
canon,
Why do you keep
this
bringing
wouldn't
this up?
mean anything, since dreams doesn't exist.
Prove that! Prove that!
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Wait.
So that
Is he
all what I
saying,
have.
is he
I
saying
hope
that
you like
chaos
this
emeralds
video.
don't exist now?
Goodbye now.
Okay, there we go. God, that's over.
Yeah, it's over.
That's some bad scaling, very bad, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't have any words.
So goofy, oh my goodness. That was probably like some 9-year-old trying to debunk Sonic.
Alright, I guess we might as well sign off now then.
Yeah,
Oh well.
Yoshi fan.
You know what? You know what I heard the entire time.
What?
You wanna know what I heard the entire time from this nigga?
What?
This is what. Like nigga, you're not. Okay. I'm gonna say what I gotta say right now. To the 47 people that like this video, if you genuinely believe this nigga, I swear to fucking God, you have a kindergarten reading level. You genuinely have a kindergarten reading level. And then, I'm gonna talk to this nigga right here who decides to cherry pick his arguments. Nigga, I hope you're still failing in school, you dumbass nigga. Like, bro, there's no, like, bro, you cannot read. I genuinely believe that you cannot read.
He doesn't know context. He
got held back many times, bro.
He does not know the context of like 90% of this
This
shit.
nigga, I bet this nigga's still in sped class, dumbass nigga. Like, bro.
Alright, we can talk about more of the rest, but let's sign off. Percival out.
Yeah, if you like this video, like, subscribe, follow, and share. Well, I'll see you on the next one.
Do not grow up till you be this. Do not have kids like this, I swear.
Alright, see ya.
W Gap and the other one.